Okay, so she's just
stonewalling you.
She's just stonewalling me. Okay.
It's been a long night, officer, and I don't have anything to say.
Right. So, just so that I understand, with this, when this happens, can we proceed?
You can't with her. She does not want to talk to you.
Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. Very well. Then Dakota's going to say.
I should say, you are still free to do whatever you want. You can use force to make her comply.
That's
if you
what I'm
want.
asking. If there's, can we take a different tack?
You can.
Okay.
But doing that guaranteed is going to cost you promotion points. Because that's going to get back to the bosses, and it's like, what the hell are you doing?
Right.
Throwing you wait around like that.
Right.
So yes, you have the option.
Yeah. Rookie cop. She's going to basically just excuse herself. She's going to say, very well. Very well. Forgive the intrusion. We will try again later.
Whatever.
Be where we can find you. And she's going to shut the door.
Okay.
She's going to come back to
Malcolm, who's still like looking over the crime scene.
He was indexing with his Esper cam all the contents on the bar and starting to bag those items up.
Officer Carroll, going to need to ask for some assistance with Iris. She's a replicant, and apparently she and I have no chemistry. She was unwilling to answer questions. I believe she would be willing to speak with you.
Yes, the artists and the analysts don't quite get along. I'll give it a go.
Much appreciated. I'll make myself useful here, continuing the investigation.
If she's as beautiful as they say, then Gladys is never going to let me off of this one. I go knock on the door.
What? I said I don't have anything to say.
Miss Iris, I do apologize. We will be out of here quickly. I'd also like to apologize on behalf of my colleague there. It's her first day on the job. Perhaps I could just have a quick word with you.
Footsteps, the door opens. And she goes and sits down again, lights up another cigarette.
This has been quite the night, I'm sure. Look, let's break through a lot of the usual here. I just need something that I can work off of, something that I can go off of. What do you know about that Styles character? He seems to have come to your defense.
Styles? I don't think I know that name.
I believe he was the tall person who intervened on your behalf against your hecklers.
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Did you see this person?
Tall, pale,
bald.
Sure, there's a lot of guys like that.
Did anybody of note defend you?
I didn't really see anything. Everything happened so fast.
That's interesting.
Insight.
All right, so that is empathy and insight.
All the many cameras.
Boy. It's just Iris is a tough nut to crack.
Apparently so.
And that is a rough die to reroll, but I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
Push.
Okay.
That's a stress.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna
3 fails because I pushed.
Put a point to it here, Miss Iris. I think we're gonna have to take you in and do this the long way. I need some information from you.
Manipulation.
All right.
Same one.
Equally bad. Here we go. Hey.
Oh, there's a success.
Okay, all right. There's no need to do that. That man that you describe, he's got a name. His name is Styles. He looks after me and the other N9s here at the club. He's just a friendly guy, helping us reps out.
Is he a human?
I don't really know.
Where is he from? Where did he come from?
I don't know. I don't know much about him. I just know that he helps us out sometimes. And he's friendly to us.
How long has he been coming around?
I don't know. He's been around for a long time, couple weeks. I know that I've seen him around Animoid Row sometimes. But that's it. Look, don't do anything to this guy, okay? He's the only thing we got for a protector, you know? He's the only guy that actually looks out for us at all.
And is he armed?
Not that I've ever seen.
And he's not under the employment of your boss?
No, he just comes in like any other guest.
And who is supposed to provide protection for you here at the club?
There's bouncers ever here and there, but you know, you can't trust them. Humans, they don't really take to us so well.
I understand.
I'm sure if I was a real girl, they would have come running a lot quicker.
And did you see Jella from the newspaper last night?
Maybe. I don't really know what he looks like.
All right. Stay close, Miss Iris. We might have to come back at some point, but I'll go on that for now.
You have no idea who did this? Who shot that poor man?
Well, not everyone's as open with information as you are, my dear.
Well, I do try to help. After being threatened.
Stay close. I have a feeling we'll be back.
Yeah. Cops all the same. Anything else at this location? And you sent the sample information to Crispin. Yep. Okay. Well, you get that information. You're still in the lab, and Coco basically gets the information and says, "Oh yeah, well if they actually bring in the samples, I can take a few hours and find out some more information, but they'll have to bring the samples here."
This Styles fella's come up multiple times. Do we need to take him in? And
This is the guy who said that Jella Shilar was the shooter.
yeah, he seems to be pushing
Needs to
that
be shady.
story. Iris was trying to protect him. He's definitely involved.
I think it would be a good idea to bring him downtown.
Let's have him think we just need his information on Shiloh. Setting up a case against him, we'll be more willing.
Agreed.
All right.
We need to head to Wallace Corporation at some point.
Wallace. You looking for some behavioral information?
Well, Quell
Quell was the PR rep at Wallace that basically
Quell
ordered
is
you to
waiting
come
for
talk
us.
to him.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
Let's take the
This
samples
guy
back
off.
over
Okay.
and bring. Let's see if we can pick up Styles.
Okay,
Yeah.
so when you exit the building, Styles is nowhere to be found.
Of course.
But give me an observation roll.
Sure.
Sure, both of you.
No.
double
Successes over there.
Okay, you don't see him, but you see him. He's on the far side of the growing crowd now as the morning is sort of, getting on with its own business. But you see him through the crowd. He's on the far side of the block, but he's clearly looking at your direction. It's like he's keeping an eye out on the building, but from farther away than where he was. And you do catch him. You catch him with your eyes.
Okay. He's watching us get back to the vehicle.
And he sees you see him, and he immediately turns and disappears into the crowd.
I'm gonna run for him.
Oh,
How far are we talking here?
he's medium range.
Okay, I'm gonna say get to the air, and I'm gonna beeline.
You're going to
for him.
chase? Oh, you're going to foot chase him. All right.
We got a runner.
All right. So, the chases are played out in rounds, just like combat, but no initiative is drawn, and both moves and actions are not performed. Instead, the participant gets one maneuver. I think I put the maneuver cards down. Chase maneuvers there, yep. So how this works is, we both pick a maneuver in secret, and then I draw an obstacle card based on a foot chase, and then we reveal the maneuver cards and we see what happens. Okay, this is his card. You got yours?
Got my card?
Okay, so now, as he turns and flees into the growing crowd in the Los Angeles morning, such as it is. Light rain falling down, steam hissing from vents everywhere, the sound of the sound of hawkers as they hawk their synthetically made foodstuffs off of various food trucks, which are everywhere in LA. The obstacle is going to be open space. The chasers suddenly find themselves in an open space. The crowds and traffic clears for a moment. This gives an advantage to stand and shoot, but a disadvantage to hide. So what was your maneuver?
Pursue.
And flee was his, so there's going to be no advantage or disadvantage here, but basically what happens is he goes to move, you begin to move through the crowd, maybe a bunch of people see a Blade Runner beginning to, move through the crowd, and they immediately suddenly, maybe they've had experience with Blade Runners running through crowds before in this part of the town, but there's this open pocket, and you can see him on the far side of the block, and he turns and sees you. So here we go. These are now maneuvers are resolved with the prey going first and the pursuer last. So the prey is obviously Styles. The skill is mobility. Oh yeah, he's rolling A and a B.
Oof, he's agile.
I'll roll this here, and I've got 3 successes. Oh boy, so now you, for pursuing, are also rolling a mobility.
Okay.
No.
No. And one fell, but does that matter if I'm not pushing?
It doesn't matter if you don't push. No.
Okay. So we're gonna let that one ride.
You're gonna let that one go. Okay, well, despite the crowd opening and giving you this awesome potential to shoot, but you've decided not to shoot, you're trying to chase him down, and he manages to get to the other side of the block, and there's a series of taxis that like cut off the area, and you're trying to get past them, but again, the crowd is pushed in again, and by the time you get past the roadway where the taxi's gone, there's no sign of Styles. He has escaped into the city. He was at medium, 1, 2, 3, yeah, he's gone. So that's how that works. Well,
We're doing great. I just want to point out that we are doing awesome.
okay. Well, unfortunately, there was no way to catch him. So you go back to the spinner, and up you go. And we'll say that you take a few minutes of the spinner trying to go around the streets where you think you saw him, but he has vanished into the crowds, into the streets.
Well, all right. Let's get our evidence back to...
So you're going back to LAPD headquarters.
We're going back to LAPD headquarters, I guess, to drop off the evidence.
Okay.
It's only 15 minutes away, right?
Yes,
And then-
but this will go into the next shift because every investigation of an area is a full shift. So you spend a bunch of time, collecting the evidence, doing all that stuff.
But we still have time to go to Wallace, right? We can still...
No, that's a full shift. Anytime you go to a new location, it takes the entire shift. So we are now...
It's the paperwork.
It's the paperwork. That's right. Well, as you get into your spinner,
We probably need to split.
there is a call coming in on your encrypted uplink on your spinner. It's like every spinner has like a mobile vid phone essentially, and there's a call coming in, and it says Wallace HQ.
Who's answering?
All right, Dakota will hit the button to answer.
Okie dokie. There is a face, a female face, a rather attractive female face, that appears on the vidphone screen. Officers Dakota and Carol. I've been expecting you, and yet you are not here. I urge you to come and meet me at the Wallace headquarters immediately. Any delay will not be well received by my superiors or yours. Click.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll split however we want to split.
We'll take
but we
the
need to
evidence
get that.
back. I'll take the evidence back to Malcolm.
Okay.
I mean to Crispin.
And what are you going to do in the second shift? You're going to...
I'm gonna examine some Esper stuff, like
Okay.
around the outside, or
So you're going to check the Esperol. Okay, that's fine. And what about you for shift 2?
I'm gonna go see Quell, I guess.
Okay, Wallace HQ. So, and you go back to LAPD to drop off the evidence and presumably to help out with the Esper stuff as well?
I will assist over here.
Okay.
And
do you want to look at the database for like
maybe-
styles and?
I want to look at
do that too.
I want to look at the database for all of the persons of interest as of right now. So, yeah, Styles, Iris, and did you say that there was also files on the 2 officers that were taken?
Yes. Well, there's the Esper database, and then there's the personnel files.
So which one do you want to do?
I'll take a look at the personnel files.
Okay, and you're looking at the Esper database? Great. Who would like to go first? Wallace HQ or looking at the LAPD mainframe? Yeah, let's do you, actually, because you've been waiting for a while there, Ty.
2 Esper.
So you are looking at the Esper database. So the towering LAPD headquarters houses the LAPD mainframe and the Esper wall. To use these to retrieve meaningful information, you need to make a tech roll for each piece of intel. Okay, so the mainframe, the Esper wall rather, well, the mainframe is what you're going to be using now, is a vast archive of criminal intelligence containing detailed records on all past and current case files. Dossiers on all recorded persons of interest and crime from past investigations. The mainframe can be accessed remotely via your Kia units, but spending a shift on-site gives you an advantage to tech rolls, okay? The Esper wall is the nervous system of the Esper network, the ever-watchful surveillance network, constantly recording video through the city's countless Esper cameras. The wall has impossible computational powers, processing endless amounts of data across innumerable sources and feeds. Access to it is restricted, however, meaning it cannot be accessed remotely, and even using it on site requires the player characters to put in an official request.
Oh.
Now...
So that's with promotion points?
Access the Esper wall, takes a shift. It's 1 promotion point, yeah.
I'll burn it.
And it does require a connections roll, but I'm going to forgo this because this is directly related to the case. So
Okay.
I'm going to make you roll that. Okay, and accessing the mainframe also requires a promotion point. And it would normally make a connections roll, but again, I will forego that this time.
Okay.
Okay, so the Esper wall. What are you looking for? You looking for footage outside the snake pit? Is that what you said?
Yes, so like every person going in and out, and I want to see if I can match what was told to me from Malcolm and Dakota told me about Styles and the owner of Kill Magazine, or the head of Kill Magazine.
Okay, well let's do one at a time here. So let's do you're searching the Esper wall for anything outside the snake pit on the night of the shooting, I'm guessing, right?
And I want to, yeah, and each of these guys.
Okay, this will be a tech roll.
Do I get advantage?
No, that's just for the LAPD mainframe. The Esper, because you can't access the Esper wall remotely, but you can access the mainframe, but if you're here, you get the advantage.
Okay.
So you have to be here to access the wall at all, yeah. So no advantage.
All right.
Success.
Success once.
Okay.
Enhance.
Enhance.
Leave the snake pit on the night of the shooting. You go through a bunch of footage, and there you can see at one point on the night of the shooting this image taken outside the snake pit.
Ah.
It looks like you're getting an image of Leah, and you, of course, have more connection with Leah than anybody. You're pretty sure that you're seeing her right over there. It looks like she's getting into a metro cab and leaving.
What time was this?
Right after the shooting.
Okay, we'll push this enhance button right there. It says enhance.
Okay, if you wish to enhance, you have to make another tech roll.
Oh, sure thing.
Cool. We have an Esper wall mechanic in this. That's kind of cool.
Okay.
So you want to? Do we have to designate the grid? Like, you know, enhance 02 to 11.
No.
That's cool.
Right. I'm gonna do it. Yeet.
Oh.
3 successes, baby.
Okay, well, if you flip that picture over,
Boy.
as each picture clicks into place and gets bigger and bigger and bigger, you see a detail. A detail of Leah getting into a metro cab and leaving. You can read the ID number of the metro cab. Give me a connections roll there, Ty.
Oof. Well, it's not gonna be super ideal. That's empathy, and so I do get a D, but I need a D6. Okay.
Okay. Cross-referencing some other information as well, you also know where the metro cab dispatch is located. Okay, so that's at the main. That's at the Esper wall. Meanwhile, at the mainframe, you are rolling tech with advantage. You're looking for the personnel files, right?
Yeah, personnel files for Sandor and Leah.
Sure.
What? And I want to know what they were investigating. What the advantage means? Extra
You
die.
add
of
an
the
extra lower die. Yes.
Extra lower die. All right. All right. We got 2 successes out of that.
Okay. You find all the information on Sandor that you already have, but you also find a performance report for Leah.
Performance report for Leah. It says, oh boy, she's got 2 baseline test failures within days of each other. One on the 27th of April, one on the 3rd of March. So within a week. And then she's got a suspension before her first baseline failure. I'm sorry, 2 days after. And she was recalibrated. Boy, she's had some issues.
She certainly has, and that seems like a good place to bring session 1 to an end. So we will reconvene momentarily into session 2 to see what more fruit you gain from your investigations as to what is going on here on the Blade Runner starter set.